back with another Bridgeside Live. It's a very special show tonight. I'm really excited about it. I'm here with my man, Danny Axel.
That's
made it to the stage. Danny Axel, folks.
That's my name.
Danny, I just want to say real quick, Danny is a good friend. He was part of August on Sunday. He was one of our first shows here. I think it was the 5th show. And they came and did their thing. And since then, Danny's kind of became part of the team.
Yes, yes. I wore a white cotton V-neck now, right? I remember it well.
And so now he's going to do a show for us. And for those of you who don't know, Bridgeside Live is a streaming concert series where we have artists in the studio, different artists every week, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And last week I want to thank Diet for coming through from Staten Island. They were great. And but I'm going to give it over to my Brooklyn man over here, Mr. Danny Axel, folks.
I'm from the neighborhood.
From the neighborhood. All right, Dan, all you, man.
I could meet you there or at Journal Square where our puppets on the string. Someday soon I won't be keeping time. Someday soon I won't be keeping time. Someone switched my lemon for a lime. made my bed. Cold and so calculated, apathetic, I should get a medal. Doesn't everyone get a medal these days? Adam split the apple, I'm hungry. Just trying to get ahead, this race is getting long and I am cold. Doesn't anybody turn the heat up these days? I'm tired of wasting time. I got these lines, I scroll them out on my notebook page. It's so hard to get along. I heard her say she took the biggest piece. It's just another slice of cake. I think I'll make a movie from all of these rabble-rousing thoughts inside my brain. Adam split the apple, I'm hungry. Adam split the apple, I'm starving. Dissuaded sycophant, I'm tired of asking questions you won't answer. So I'm going back to my room to write them down. Maybe I'll write a book, maybe I'll write a novel, maybe I'll forget that I've been trying to drown. Hey Adam split the apple, I'm hungry. Adam split the apple, I'm starving. Hey Adam split the apple, I'm hungry. Hey Adam, won't you shut up and share? Adam. Shit, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? For those of you watching at home, that's a couple of tunes off album 7. It's not out yet. It's coming. Maybe. Soon. This is really cool to do because I don't get a lot of chances to play, air quotes, my solo material. It's like, I feel like every solo album I've ever made is a set of demos that my band can pick shit from if they want them. My heart's racing pretty fast because it's like, I get to say what's on my mind in a different way, in a more direct way, because I'm fucking crazy. So, with that in mind, let's keep it rolling. Trying out some new shit. When the water gets deep, it's okay to stay scared to drown. The bonfire's burning, so go ahead, baby, sing out loud. 'Cause it's a constant swing, so run to first base now. Wants to share where we've been. Never mind this world we're in. The mission's floating in the wind. Faith is a road, not what I'm driving in, and we all can drive. When the water gets deep, it's okay to try and swim for shore. I know your mind is on fire, so go ahead, baby, have some more. 'Cause it's a constant run uphill, you were born to soar. Who wants to share where we've been? Never mind this world we're in, where missiles blow in the wind. Faith is a road, not what I'm driving in, and we all can try. Can drive. We all can drive. We all can drive. We all can drive. We all can drive. Who wants to share where we've been? Never mind this world we're in, 'cause the mission's blowing in the wind. Faith is a road, not one driving in, and we all can drive, and we all can drive. Yeah, 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 we all can drive. Acoustic music. How we doing? Pushing it. Fuck, man. So, songs are about shit, right? It's like, what's on your mind, what you're lying about, what's in your heart. But it's an aggressive form of bloodshedding, because you have to share it with rooms full of people, or else what's the fucking point, you know, if you play guitar alone in a room. I don't know, I write songs based on survival. I'm the punchline to a cutting joke about people who grow up cold, and I'm getting old. I'm an educated ruse who's apt to follow suit. These times are getting slow. Shape me, mold me, clandestine. overhead to the bottom line, so savor the company dime you will never own. You're as sullen as the blues. Apply for your new muse, someone who's in the know. Shapely, forward, a highlight. Shape me, mold me, clandestine. I'm the punchline to a cutting joke. 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 Fucking shit. I'm burning through them, folks. What do we got? Cool. Stories and shit. I was I guess I'm first generation American. Oh shit, that's me. I think I'm first generation American because my parents were born in Puerto Rico. My lineage is segmented and scattered. And I never had much in the way of wisdom. And my parents were like 15 and 16 respectively when I was born. So our whole life was about survival, and it's really loving and tribal in that way. And we had people living in our living room, you know, and it was real like cool and hippie. And it probably is the reason why I get to walk around with no front tooth and no shoes. And I'm really grateful for it. But it was a little like being in a forest. And I never felt much direct connection to my bloodline until this one time my great-grandmother was in my house. She was like 90 years old at the time or some shit. And I broke out my guitar. I was a full-grown man already, you know, like I was in my 20s. I broke out my guitar and I started playing, and it like I didn't realize I had never played music in front of her, which seems like crazy, like your own family. But, you know, we live far apart. She don't speak English, so, you know, it's like, how you gonna show her what you got? But I started playing, man, and she walks over, this old lady. I never seen her do anything but sit in a chair and eat and, like, lean over and whisper to my grandma. That's all she's ever done as far as I know. So she gets up out of her chair. She walks over to me while I'm playing, and she grabs my wrist like this. And she looks me, like, right in the eye, and it's this crazy thing because it's like she's talking to me, man. She's my great-grandma is talking to me, you know? And we don't speak the same language. It's crazy. But, like, she goes, she grabs my hand, and she starts hitting me. And I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? And I realize she's trying to move the key of the guitar. She's trying to hit my hand to get into a different spot. So I find the chord she wants, and I start hitting the guitar. And I never seen this before. And she starts, like, singing. She starts, like, just babbling. Like, she's going crazy. She's dancing. She's shaking it, man. And she's, like, singing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I kind of, like, find where she's at, and I start harmonizing with her. I don't know what she's saying, but we're just kind of, like, bopping. And out of the corner of my eye, I see my grandma leave the room. So we finished the song. She goes back to her chair. And I was like, wow, that was crazy. And come to find out later, she was singing a folk song that goes back to the beginning of my family's history, like 6 generations or some shit. And she used to sing it to my grandmother when my grandmother was a little kid. And when they were leaving that day, she hugged me really tight, and she looked me in my eyes, and it was the weirdest thing, because even though I never understood a word she said, she was telling me I was gifted and I should keep going. And I took that as a sign of good faith that I wasn't wasting my time. And then a couple of years later, I managed to write a song that's directly about myself, which is why I told the story. And the song is called A Level of Distance. Didn't get that young and reckless time. No axe to grind, no reason why. I respect that you're growing up so slow. I live fast, it won't last, so I'm dying to grow. Holding my body down, quickening the heart to let my mind feel. Slowing my body down, quickening my mind to let the heart feel. A level of distance while I'm waiting for me to change. Wanna make you proud that we survived through another day to another grind. I expected the world to be this cold. I'm amazed I keep pace with my desire to grow. Slowing my body down, quickening the heart to let my mind feel. Slowing my body down, quickening my mind to let my heart feel. A level of distance while I'm waiting for me to change. Didn't get that young and reckless time. Didn't get that young and reckless time. I respect that you're growing up so slow. I live fast and won't last, so I'm trying to grow. Slowing my body down, quickening my heart to let the mind feel. Slowing my body down, quickening the mind to let my heart feel. A level of distance while I'm waiting for me to change. How we doing on time? Shit. Oh, I got more time than I thought I would. All right, that's cool. Keep playing. Got plenty. That's cool. Let's do this one. This one's fun. Yeah.
I don't always write out of exercise because I think it's dangerous territory to write a song about something specific or in a specific style, like to be like, oh, I'm gonna write this like this. But I was like, let me just try a fucking like Motown kind of feel. So I wrote this. It's pretty playful.
Now if you're gonna stay, it's a good idea, 'cause I got everything you need to make it through. If you're gonna leave, go ahead. I'll be sure to take some time to miss the good in you. When it's 16 conversations in the morning, I won't need to have 16 conversations. Now if you're gonna bleed, go ahead. Why don't you let it all out while we're still alive? 'Cause we're just sharing stories of our lives, living in the end, and all that's coming through. 16 conversations in the morning, I won't need to have. Show a little reverence for the time we spent. When it's 16 conversations in the morning, I won't need to have 16 conversations in the morning. 16 conversations. 16. I'm in a band called August on Sunday. Everybody knows that. That's watching. Y'all may have heard of a band called August on Sunday. I'm gonna do one of those now. Wreckage softly, this wind blows. Whisper softly in the halls. Wreckage softly, this will grow. Whisper softly as you go. grace to guide us in higher mind, higher mind is prayer for the light to shine again. Wreckage softly, this wind blows. Screaming nothing in my own. Barefoot, barely all alone. Whisper softly as you go. Quiet light, quiet light is prayer with the grace to guide us in higher mind, higher mind is prayer for the light to shine again. 'Cause all I know is what I know and what I go through every day. All I know is what I know and what I've lost along the way. All I know is what I know and what I go through every day. All I know is what I know and what I've lost along the way. See, I'll never be sad, I'll never be scared, I'll never be more than who I am, and I'll never grow old, I can never be dead, 'cause there's light that shines on everything. Oh, this higher light, this higher light, this higher light, this higher light. My quiet mind, my quiet mind, my quiet mind, my quiet mind is waiting for me in the end. Higher mind is waiting with the grace to guide us in. How long I got? All right, a couple more.
No requests came in, right? Anybody in the chat? It'll be the time to fill it. Yeah. Shit, that was great. Now I really feel like I'm at a show. Ain't that about a bitch? Someone does it every time. It's weird. Like if you were talking for those of you at home, someone yelled Freebird. Like batting average wise, it's at least 70%. 70% of the show is somebody. If it's way in the back, right up front, your friend being a dick. It don't matter how it happens. Somebody yells it. Somebody goes Freebird, and you're like, you know. Fuck. If my buddy Joe's on the stage, he whips in the solo for a second. I'll play like 3 chords, and we act like we might do it. But not gonna do it though. Oh man. I don't even fucking remember, dude. I'm like the worst cover artist ever. All right, I might fuck this one up. It's a fun one, you know, heavy lifting and shit.
Oh, it's the same old story every morning when I get to the schoolyard. A bunch of playground people with their eyes fixed down to the shoe tops. But there's you, your eyes are scared looking me in the face. Oh, you, why don't you say what you're dying to say? Oh, it's the same old story every afternoon hitting a bus stop. A bunch of fake beer muscles and your buddy got you feeling like a killer. But there's you, your eyes are still looking me in the face. Oh, you, why can't you say what you're dying to say? You got punched in the fucking gut now. You're going down, down, down. Oh, it's the same old story every evening when I get to the mailbox. A bunch of faceless money grubbers looking at me with their hands out. I got you, I'll pick you up when I'm feeling blue. I got you, and an ideal I'm trying to prove. You're going down, 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 down. You're going down, 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 down. You're going down, 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 down. You're going down, 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 down.
Where the panties at, yo? That's crude. You're controversial. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I don't know what to play. Let me consult my list.
We got a comment on Instagram.
What's that?
Six Rusted Concept says, I want to do a set with you, Mr. Axel. At August on Sunday. Do you have a response?
Anytime. It's done. It already happened.
Anytime it's fully done.
Yeah. Alright. Keep it lighthearted. I like that I'm playing these now. It's a song about cross-dressing.
She was a sycophant for cosmic energy. He believed the gospel that he saw on MTV. Oh, my love, go on, try my door. Copper guru for wisdom left his hand. He kept that wisdom buried deep beneath the sand. Oh, my love, go on, try my door. Love
call the thought police to take her to her house. She wore her favorite blouse and left the door unlocked. Says love, go on, try my door. Love. I tried not to repeat myself. I guess I'm gonna do one more. All right? That's cool, right? Timing wise? Yeah, dope. All right, here we go. Last one. I don't dig untitled pity. I don't mind getting cold in the rain. I won't let for anybody, but when I do, it's for your love. I don't have to work at 4:30 in the morning. I don't have to go outside if I don't want to run into anybody, but when I do, it's for your love, for your love, for your love. I do it all for your love, and I stay up late far too often. Said I'm sorry, Mom, had a great rehearsal on your birthday. But I don't dig out of pity. No, I do it all for your love, for your love, for your love. I do it all for your love. I do it all for your love. Pigeon. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. After parties at Cheers.
And we're back in the same spot you last saw us. Me and Danny Axel here. Danny, how'd you feel being on the stage for the second? I was gonna say the first time, but for the second time, by yourself.
I feel like I have a unique experience because I'm comfortable here and doing sound here is chill. So this was the first time was easy as fuck. This time was weird. Yeah, this was way weirder. Like when I was coming in as talent, it was like, okay, I'm playing a gig. You know, I didn't even like see y'all. Y'all didn't have faces. Like it was just like I'm here. And that's how I am when I play a show. You know, have like a weird tunnel vision on, so you don't even like understand what's happening until it's over. But this is like I came to see my people.
Wait, we got the people here.
Lovely.
We got the people here.
And then I had to try to play a show at the same time. It was kind of weird. I wanted to hang out and have a drink. You know what I'm saying?
We're getting the crew shot in once again.
It was cool. It's always cool, man.
Danny, I appreciate everything you've done, man. Like, not just playing tonight, just being here and helping out.
It's really cool. I'm learning a lot.
Grassroots indie operation here. I know we got a lot of help, and I want to thank all my crew on set here. This is the room full of our crew right here, actually. There's not extra talent other than the obviously talented, but you're one of us now. You're one of us, Danny Axel.
I feel burned and branded. It's kind of
you're
nice.
One of us.
It's itchy like gonorrhea.
You're saying we all have gonorrhea. All right.
Together.
We're going to actually move on to a Q&A and stop just babbling on. I think we got some questions here, Bill. Bill Liatsis over there. Where's the weirdest place you've ever taken?
Oh, shit. Jackknife tractor trailer on the New Jersey Turnpike. 6 lanes taken out. 3.5 hours in the car on the way to Philly. We didn't get out of New Jersey. I was hungover because I drank way too much Jägermeister the night before. I shat in the woods on the side of the road and wiped my ass with a fucking spectator. Real story.
You got your answer now? Whoever asked that? Okay. Nick.
Definitely my own.
Oh, you make it a habit of stepping in your own shit.
Well, you know, I don't usually rock shoes, so.
Can we get a close up of the barefoot man here? I was gonna say the footless man.
Quite like a stegosaurus, if you will.
Shoeless.
Look at that.
Axel.
Look at that.
Great.
Quality toes.
It's the money shot right there, folks. All right, next question. What is your songwriting process?
Shutting the fuck up.
And just letting it hit you?
Yeah, no, actual answer. Different every single time. Sometimes I get a melody and I make a song. Sometimes I get a lyric and it's so cool that I come up with some chords that don't suck. Sometimes I'm just jamming on guitar and it's like, oh, this is great. And then later I write words. Sometimes somebody says some shit in a conversation across the room and I pick out the sentence and that gives me, it's just like sometimes, stupid people are doing stupid things and you get angry enough. It's like the spark is different every time. The execution is pretty much the same. Grab a guitar, play it, sing it, play it, sing it, write it down, record it, and then hope the guys like it.
Oh, yeah? With all of those solo albums that you did, what are your favorite collaborations?
2-second version. In 2014, I did 12 albums in 12 months. 6 of them were solo records. My favorite collaborations were the people who showed up. Six solo records.
All the collaborations. My favorite ones were the ones where there was actually people showing
Exactly,
up to
right.
collaborate.
Like when people go, oh, you made 6 solo records. That's really impressive. I go, no, it was attrition. Like nobody could work. Like I was working every day, and it was hard to get people together.
It was not a necessity for you to just be creative and flesh out what you got in you.
Well, I had this what happened was 2-second version because I could talk about it forever. I had a profound spiritual moment on psychedelic drugs, and
psychedelic drugs?
Mushrooms. I recommend them to anyone who's struggling with living in the world. Seriously, that's not even a joke. Like they have actual transformative healing powers. Go take them. You'll be all right. I had a realization that if you're going to call yourself an artist, if you're going to dare to use that tag to describe you as a person in the world, then your only job is output. Because when you go, your stroke goes with you, and no one can say it exactly the way you say it. They can say the same exact thing. They're going to say it the way they say it. Your voice and your insight and your wisdom and your participation is unique to you. So if you're going to call yourself an artist, then while you're alive, you have to make as much art as humanly possible. So that mutated into making 12 records. And then the collaborations were the people who could get by. But some of my favorites were my bandmates playing different instruments. My brother Eddie, my brother from another mother, his sister came in and sang on my most recent record, and she like really just obliterated it to the point where I was like crying mixing the vocal because I was like, this is like a sound I wanted to, ever since I heard like Pink Floyd and it was like, rah, rah, rah! I was like, I want to get a girl in here fucking wailing, like, and it finally happened and it was really cool, and my best friend, I got to get him involved, which was Chili, sang harmonies on my new album.
All right. Very nice, my friend. We got two more questions. Which Beatle are you? I like that question.
I am John, but I admire George. I can't shut my mouth.
Favorite venue in New York?
That I've played or that I've been to is a different question.
Played.
Played? Webster Hall. Okay. You can really hear yourself, and you feel like you're in control of, like, it's pro there, like you just really feel like there's a green room and they give you some beer and you go on stage and you can hear yourself in the monitor, and it's just like it feels like you're an artist playing music at a venue, not you're like a steak, which is how most New York City venues feel. You feel like food. But to see a show, BB King's Blues Club in Midtown, that's the coolest spot.
Awesome. So what do you got coming up, Dan? Musically, with August on Sunday, with
summer tour, August, dates to follow. It's like 2 weeks in August.
This is August on Sunday.
August on Sunday, and Roy G. Biv, who have yet to do the show, but they will
we gotta
eventually.
Get Roy G. Biv in here.
We're gonna go out together, 6 of us in a van, getting sweaty. 10 dates in 2 weeks. That's in August. That's the big thing, and our second album. We've been working on it for a year, and it's just like it's an odyssey at this point, but it's like it's gonna eventually we're gonna have it done and people are gonna get to hear it, and that's gonna be really cool. Other than that, it's just fucking survival, right? Like everybody else.
There you have it. All right, I think that's about it, folks. I'm really happy we got to do this, Danny. We're gonna do it again. Danny's gonna be back. We're gonna be back here next week, Tuesday night. 9 p.m. every week. Next week, we have Brevity coming to the studio. This has been another Bridgeside Live. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching, or tuning in and watching at home. And thank you, my man, Dan. Good night, folks.